In our first video, we researched the root causes of problem gambling in the Filipino-American community of Daly City. Our second video exposed how payday lenders keep our community in a cycle of debt. This year, we wanted to know, what are the barriers that keep the Filipino-American community of Daly City from talking about problem gambling and debt?
We know that problem gambling can lead to debt. We also think that debt or desperate times can lead to problem gambling. As children of immigrants, we want to know, why is it so hard to talk about debt within the family? We want to know why our parents and families felt so much shame, so we talked to some experts.
Times are hard. People don't have jobs. They have jobs that don't pay enough. And you can't live without having any money. So it's a basic need in some sense to be able to live comfortably. They carry I don't know if you would say, the burden of trying to be successful for the family that they left behind.
Dr. J. Africa told us a story about a client who ate cup of noodles every day and worked 3 jobs just to send money back home to his family.
Say that, I can't really afford that. And when he did start to say no, the kids started saying, well, you don't love us. And I think a lot of our families are sort of facing the same thing. So what happened? He started going to doing little bets here and there. I'd rather not tell you my problems because I don't want you to worry, because what would your worrying create? Instead of me just worrying, there's like 10 people who are worrying, instead of I could just be holding it all in. So in the sense of protectiveness,
we know that adults in our families try to protect us from money issues. We want to be part of the solution to prevent debt cycles that can be caused by debt traps like problem gambling.
I feel like people hide their addiction to problem gambling because they are ashamed. They're ashamed that they had to resort to gambling instead of asking for help. I wish that debt wasn't such a hard thing to talk about in my family, because I want to be able to just go home and not worry about money problems. I want to be able to move out. I want to be able to look for that job without thinking about how much money do I need to make, or how much money am I gonna need to earn to support myself, to support a family, and to support my parents too.
Shame feels like no one believes in you. It feels like failure, and it makes you feel like you want to give up all of your hopes. I wish it could be different in that my parents could kind of acknowledge the fact that we're in debt more openly and come to terms with it a little bit more.
To break the cycles of debt traps like problem gambling, we want to break the hold that shame has over us. We are stronger families when we learn how to save together and to speak without fear.
Have some kind of issue like a debt issue, for example, or a gambling addiction issue, or a drug and alcohol addiction issue. Sometimes we have had people that actually keep it from anybody in their family, so they become secretive about it. But the problem when you become secretive about it is that you live alone with it, and it overwhelms. My career in social service, and I've been in social service over 30 years, I always try to tell people there's nothing to be ashamed of. That to need help is not something to be ashamed of. Asking for help with your family or your friends, asking to talk to somebody about it to help figure out a solution. So good communication can really kind of produce a better teamwork in how you address the problem, and maybe even kind of like looking at outside resources to help you with it.
If you or someone you know have a problem with gambling, please call 1-800-GAMBLER.